Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Another look here at AVAX, double checking this. Wow, this is awesome, folks. We've got a very definitive break above that descending trend line. That's absolutely something we want to look for in order to take a long position. Now, question I get right now is, do we take a long at this point? Is it too late? Well, in short, yes, that's generally the concept, but also probably not, considering how much volume we're seeing coming into this coin and very little selling pressure. Again, the market's looking pretty decent here in the overall sense. Bitcoin made a run towards 62K. A lot of coins, including Solana, Caspa, coins that we've taken trades with here recently, are doing very well. So again, congrats to our community members for that. Just a quick little preface here. We got some nice trades from Matic, Litecoin, Cardano, Solana, Cardano, ETH. These are my day trades from our day trading bot. That's all taken place this morning. And then of course we took some nice swing trade profits from Ethereum, 20%, Caspa, 44%. So again, it's been a nice little profitable scenario there. What we want to look at here with AVAX though is some back-end data, because again, the liquidation levels are important to recognize. And that's oftentimes where the price action starts gravitating towards. So if we look at this here, we can kind of recognize that this $28 mark, which I thought was going to take a while to get to, is absolutely present there. Look at that, $28.11. Heavy concentration of liquidation in the last 7 days of trading. Again, people are shorting. Basically what happens is you have liquidation levels at areas of resistance. So previous, we saw resistance at about $28 even. People put their shorts and their liquidation levels at about 28.1, right? Now those are susceptible. I don't know why people are still holding shorts from before, but you can tell that it's running towards that level and likely to sweep $28 at the very least. So 28.10, I wouldn't be surprised if we see one last little candle wick up there before it pulls back. Keep in mind we have a lot of liquidation down here as well. Even more liquidation on the monthly. If we look at this level here at about $23.25. Keep in mind that is very far away from the price action right now. That's nothing to really be concerned with. That's essentially AVAX's bottom for the moment, okay? Truth is though, we got a lot more liquidation here at about $28 to $29, even upwards of 34. So there's possibilities that we could see some of those levels swept here soon. Do I think we're going to see 34 today? Probably not. But in the relative near future, again, you got to keep in mind strong resistance at that $38 mark. Okay, so I'm using round numbers here, but 34, 38, those were previous support levels turned resistance now. Anyways, that's kind of the preface there, the foundation of what's going on. What we want to look at here on the daily time frame is recognize a few other things too. We want to recognize that we are not bullish whatsoever on the daily. Okay, yeah, all moving averages are just like completely above the price action. This is generally unfavorable. Getting above $28 would be a good starting point to give us some confirmation that we're on the right track. Initially, just so you know, smaller time frames, we're looking pretty bullish here. Again, based on the simple fact that we're no longer establishing lower highs. We're breaking this descending trend line. So that's the short-term trend line. Keep in mind, we still have a larger term trend line that's running concurrent-ish with 20-day SMA, likely the 200 or the 100 on the 4-hour. We'll look at that here in a minute, but what I'm getting at here is that this is a situation where the MACD is starting to converge. We can see the RSI getting closer to 50, stochastic swinging up. It's letting us know the momentum has shifted. I think it's pretty obvious that you can see that right now, right? So in the big picture, we're still below a lot of resistances, but we've got good momentum going into that. It's really what this boils down to. And does that mean a lot for us? No, it really doesn't from a macro perspective. Does that give me confidence to want to take a long with AVAX right now? Definitely not. The reason why is just because we haven't even broken through our more recent high here at about the $29 mark. Getting above that, I think, is going to be very important. But the truth is, on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the 20 and the 50-day SMA are all kind of hanging out here below the price action. Getting above that's important. That's a good starting point. We're also getting closer to 70 on the RSI, and MACD or stochastic RSI swinging up there with MACD as well. So these are all very positive, favorable signs. Just keep in mind when you're close to 70 on the RSI, it does work as a resistance until you break through it. So if we can do a little short squeeze at 28.1, for example, break through that 70 on the RSI and resistance, the price will continue to run. But for right now, we can presume that it should pull back soon. Not only that, but we got the 100-day SMA hanging out right there at about that $28 mark as well. So again, one last candle wick up to 28.1, 28.2, and we should see the price pull back. That's generally how trading works. Is it guaranteed? Does this happen all the time? Definitely not. It's funny, I'll get some hecklers sometimes that talk about, oh, you told me not to short and I should have, and a lot of funny things. But the truth is, folks, you want to minimize your loss and maximizing your gain by reducing risk. So if the odds of the price action going up is higher, you maybe want to consider not going the opposite direction with it. Just makes sense, right? Don't run into oncoming traffic. You may as well run with it and you'll have less success of getting ran over. So at this point here on the hourly time frame, if we double check the Ichimoku cloud, we can confirm we're solid shape. There's zero reasons to consider shorting this coin. Okay. If we get lucky and see a pullback to this 2683 mark and get a little bounce there, that would be a solid consideration for entry. You could even consider averaging in right here, here, and here, right? Basically, I like to go with 3 entry targets myself and try to average myself into a position. What I'm getting at here is there's a lot of good bullish momentum here. While we are overextended, we also had a nice consolidative effort at about 2680. So the likelihood of the price going further up from here is greater. Okay, we don't have a lot holding us back here. Minus again that liquidation level. Once that gets swept, we could see a pullback. So me personally, I would wait for the price to pull back, but there's no guarantee it's going to. Okay, I know it sounds crazy and weird to wait for an opportunity that never happens, but that's literally what trading is. Just constantly waiting for better case scenarios to increase your odds of success. Me personally, I don't like taking a long right now because I do feel like Bitcoin could pull back a little bit to stabilize itself and bounce off its most recent point of control at 61,200. That happens, AVAX will likely continue to pull back. It's been fairly weak in the past, and I don't really trust this coin at this moment. Personally, again, that's just me. So, your thoughts are yours. Go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. But what I'll do is I'll post a playout chart here for us on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Make sure you reference that as well. I do try to keep you up to date and abreast on those things. We also have a TikTok and YouTube shorts too flowing your way. So check them out, folks. A lot of fun. By the way, I deeply appreciate you watching. Last but not least, if you are part of our community, make sure you take advantage of this offer before it's over. You got until the end of the month, of course. Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Link down below for some deposit reward bonus. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Doesn't matter what happens here. Keep it positive and just make sure you're doing well in your own life and keeping things square in your head. Trading will follow. Okay. All right, folks. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.